Why my shit go off? Oh, we ready? We ready? Ah! Oh! What is up, fellas? What is good? Rellism Sports Talk, episode 153. We got the guys in the crib. What's good, fellas? Can y'all hear me good? Swole Daddy said he can't hear me.
Oh, I got
it.
Can y'all hear me now?
There we go.
Can y'all hear me now?
There we go.
Okay, hey,
Yeah,
we trying to do things. We getting out the kinks. We doing different things. You know what I mean? It's my prerogative. That's what we doing. Bobby Brown's in the house. The king of R&B. Rest in rehab. You know what I'm saying? Rest in rehab. Yo, thank y'all for watching us on YouTube. Checking us out on Anchor and Spotify, Facebook, Instagram, at Rellism Pod on Twitter. Let me cut that off, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to give a big shout out to my brother. Big ups to my brother. You doing big things out here. And he's repping 360 painting. Locally here in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Quality service, quality pricing. All angles are covered with 360 painting. You know, I'm always loving my Commanders. Love for the Black Mamba. That's why I have the hat on. It was his anniversary of his rebirth. I don't want to say no death about nothing about the Mamba. It's his rebirth. You know what I'm saying? Mamba Nation, we love you, whatever. All the love for my mama. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be nothing without her. I want to give a special condolences to the family and friends of Pastor Blakey. He was a big part of our family, my son's family, his son's best friend. You know what I'm saying? This is Uncle, Miss Shirita, the family. We send our condolences to you. Quality man. Time was cut too short and changed many lives in those short times that he was here. We love you, Pastor Blakey. Rest in paradise. And I know you're going to keep watching us and looking down on us. So we love you. Mark Keith. Hey, I appreciate you subscribing. Uncle Terry, thank you for subscribing. And then I got to give a big shout out to Miss Brooke. Thank you for subscribing. And a big happy birthday to Miss Susan. Or should I say, Susan. Happy birthday. Thank y'all for subscribing. If I didn't call your name out for being a subscriber, change your YouTube and make it unprivate or message us in the group chat or something so we can give you a shout out. Thank y'all. We're up to 208 right now. We're doing big things. We're doing all right. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. I got the producer, Jared. You know what I'm saying? Whether behind the scenes or on the scenes, he's keeping this show extra clean with the new format. Jared is doing big things. Speaking of big things, we got a big ass thing right there called Mr. Swole Daddy. He's the muscle from Mississippi State. You know what I'm saying? He's getting closer and closer to actually winning a debate. And everybody knows the GOAT. That's Brandon. He's the GOAT of all his mind. And if anybody debates against him, he'll come at you at any time. And I'm Terrell. I'm the host. I'm the coach with the most. And I'm winning every debate. And it ain't even close. Because on Rellism Sports Talk, we talk about sports from Hall of Famers to the local talent to the big time storyline. Yo, in the big time storyline that we're going to start out with, we're going to recap the divisional games because more hot takes came out of that. We got QB decisions, organizational decisions. The award nominees came out for all the big categories. And then some more big time storylines. The second episode is the Elite Show where we dig into the championship games. Whoa, we got 4 teams, which I think everybody should probably agree are the 4 best teams in football all year long. Really. It's probably the best 4 teams. We all had to pick. So what more can we ask for? But before we get to that second episode, we got some other stuff to dig into. Y'all ready, fellas? What's good, Brandon and Brian? What's up?
I'm psyched.
All right, I like that. Y'all gotta say what's up to the producer, man. You know he doing big things. Y'all ain't say nothing to Jared.
What's going on?
Fuck you, Jay.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. Can you
I
hear
hear
us?
you, Brandon. Come on, roll tide.
Turn your mic up, Roll Tide. Y'all ready?
I'm
Yeah,
ready.
baby, you suck.
Am I delayed or something? What's going on, producer? I feel like I'm talking and I'm going like this. Do 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 do. Like wait for them to respond.
There's actually a circle
Might be a little delayed.
around you.
There's a circle going around me. That's the world, baby.
No,
Little
that's
Scarface. The
bullshit.
word
Let's
is
go.
mine.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Scarface. Anyway, so
Talk
look,
shit.
fellas. So look, we saw the Chiefs beat the Jags. We're gonna focus on the losing teams, and I hit on some other topics before, but the Jaguars they got their coach, they got their quarterback. Brandon brings it up all the time with that swarming defense. So here's my question, Brandon. What do they need to address more? Their offensive line, because I saw Trevor Lawrence running a lot, or their secondary? Because in the AFC, we know about the powerful offenses out there. What would you address if you had to control the Jaguars?
I'm going to address the offensive line.
Offensive line. Offensive line. You agree with that, Swole?
Yeah.
I agree with
Absolutely.
y'all.
I mean, any effective team starts with a great offensive line. Now, obviously, you have your standouts that run around and create stuff, but if you want an efficient, consistently good team, you got to have a good offensive line.
I agree.
Got to.
And we're going to go quickly through these losers. So we saw the Eagles dismantle the Giants. I was wrong about the Giants. And Brandon said that shit ain't going to be close. He was damn right, yo. Damn right. That shit was over. I cut the shit off. I was watching the movie and shit. But anyway, the Giants, they got some big decisions to make. Here, look, they got some big decisions to make. Daniel Jones, they talk about he's a great QB1 and all this. I don't think so. I talked about it on the episode on Wednesday. And you got Saquon Barkley coming off injuries. You know what I mean? So you got offensive free agency that you need to address. But then on defense, you got Dexter Lawrence and you got Leonard Williams and Jordan Love. So Swole Daddy, this or that? Is it this they need to pay the offense, or is it that they need to pay that defense? What would you do?
I would pay that defense. I mean,
Pay that defense.
Daniel Jones is not that kind of guy I'd invest a whole lot of money into. I feel like there are decent enough QBs coming out of this draft they could look at, or maybe next year. I think C.J. Stroud's coming out in 2 years. Maybe take a look then. But Daniel Jones goes. Saquon's hurt too much for me. He's a great running back. He's in his zone, in his pocket, in his bag. But he's too hurt for me. Get rid of him.
I agree with that, but I think C.J. Stroud is coming out this year, dude. Not 2 years from now.
Is he
I don't
coming
know
this
what you're talking
year?
about.
No. What?
C.J. Stroud already announced he's coming out this year, dude.
Oh, sorry. I was talking about Caleb Williams. Sorry. I meant to say Caleb Williams from USC.
Get your stuff right, because Swole Daddy, he got the muzzle,
Yeah.
but he's always this close to winning the debate. You almost lost another one, dude. Brandon, what do you think?
This
Offense
close.
or defense
This
for the
close.
Giants?
This close.
Because
Yeah.
like Swole Daddy said, I agree. I think Barkley, you might have to let them go. You might have to let Barkley go, even though he is a talent.
Yeah,
Jones, that defense is
they're
what
gonna
kills
lose him. Yeah, but you got to keep, I think, Jones if you can extend him cheaper a little
Right.
bit. You know what I mean? Because what's the options for you?
Exactly. I agree with you. And he said he wants to be a Giant, so I think he has to take below $40 million to give him a little discount.
Oh,
Yeah.
If he can go,
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? What is it? 32 for for the tag. If it's like give me 35, I'm good. 34, whatever. I think you do that. But Saquon, he turned down 10.5. He wanted Christian McCaffrey money.
Yeah, he wants
You can't do
15.
that.
Yeah, you can't give a running back. Nah.
We learned that with Zeke, which we'll get to. All right, the Bills.
Yep.
The Bills. Too bad Keith's not on here because that was his man crush, Josh Allen. But here's my thing, Brandon.
And Ramos.
We saw the GM throwing shade at the Bengals, talking about rookie contract. That's why they're doing all those things. Tell me what they need more. Is it offensive line, running back, second receiver? What do the Bills need to do to get to the next step?
I think that window is almost closed, man.
Already? Josh Allen just signed his contract last year.
Yeah.
It's closing already.
But you
And that's
got
division.
Diggs, you paying what to?
You paying Diggs and him.
The Jets coming up. We coming up. I'm telling you.
The Jets don't have a quarterback, and your quarterback still
But
in
Josh
concussion
Allen
protocol
is-
for the 18th
Okay.
month and shit. I mean,
But their quarterback gets praised for doing what? What has he ever done?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's never been that standout football player. He's never been.
it's so
He's won
funny how
one
everybody's
playoff
saying
game.
it now about
Yeah.
Josh Allen. Last year, everybody was saying, let's change the rules because Josh Allen should have been there.
No. No.
So are we bashing Josh Allen? Josh
He's
Allen's
great.
windows closed?
No,
He's
he's a decent QB. But what Brandon's saying is, and what I'll back him on is like that window is closing. They might have one more good year, and people are either going to want to re-sign or fucking dip.
So let me ask both of y'all a question. Because I have been adamant about Patrick Mahomes, about, 5 straight AFC Championship games and all this. And I'm like, dude, your window's going to close because you're going to start losing people like Tyreek Hill and Kelsey, which he did lose Tyreek Hill. He's still doing his thing.
He's still doing it.
Why can't Josh Allen do the same type of things?
It's not good a system, and he don't have
coaching.
He's not that good of a quarterback.
Well, yeah, Andy Reid's system. Like I said, you saw Chad Henne come in, drive him right down and score.
98 yards.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
Mahomes is great,
on,
but
Brandon.
he
Hold on.
benefits from Andy
Hold
Reid.
on, Swole. Brandon's comment was, Chad Henne came in and drove him down 90-some yards. Excuse me, Pacheco had about 89 of those 90-some yards on the ground. Don't try to play
But that happens when Mahomes
Stop trying
plays
to
too.
play that.
But Mahomes does the same thing.
Yeah.
Mahomes does the same thing. It's system Andy Reid is great at. It's a great system.
Yeah.
Got me
So are we
banned
knocking
before
Patrick
straight
Mahomes
NFC
in?
championships.
Is he just a system quarterback?
No, we didn't
say
knock
about Tom
McNabb
Brady?
for just getting the championships. He's going to have to
I
start
can't
winning
wait
Super
to the
Bowls.
second episode because we're going to be dirty on these guys in the championship game. It's going to be crazy. So we got some split stuff on there. This is the first time I've heard some Josh Allen hate. I can't wait to use this against y'all later
It's
on.
not hate.
I don't hate him. He's a top 5 for sure. He's top 3. I mean,
Is Tua above him, Brandon?
No.
Okay, I was wondering.
I don't think anyone
has-
is, but the two
Joe Burrow.
quarterbacks maybe
Joe Burrow.
and Mahomes. That's about it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get to that. So, what do they need more? You said the offensive line. You agree with that, Swole? We don't care about the running back. We don't care about the second receiver.
Well, if you have a great offensive line, or at least good, they can compensate for a mid-tier running back. They open up holes. They keep their blocks. I feel like you focus on. And Josh Allen chooses to run because he's kind of scrambly and whatever, athletic, big, whatever. But if he could just hide behind a wall, he'd be a better quarterback, honestly, and he'd win some clutch games. But because he feels like he's under pressure and kicks out and fucking throws downfield and has to do all this shit. He's not Patrick Mahomes, man. He can't do it just as well as that man. So, offensive line all the way.
Yo, what a difference a year makes. Or not even, what a difference a few months makes. You hear me, Jerry? This is crazy. Because Joe Burrow has a suspect line, missing 2 starters, but he's got skill and weapons out there, which makes him do things. So you telling me Josh Allen with not another weapon out there?
Heisman-winning quarterback, state champion in high school. I mean, Joe Burrow is levels above Josh Allen in terms of quarterbacking.
Did you say this last year?
I don't know if it's that much.
Did you say this last year?
Was I on this podcast last year?
Yeah, you were here last year.
Not last football season.
I'm just saying. People are talking about hindsight right now, whatever.
Look,
People are not saying that. Nobody was saying Burrow was better than Allen
Josh Allen
at this point. But I'll let y'all digress.
No, nobody was.
So let's talk about a team
that
that also lost, which gives me great joy. The Dallas Cowboys. So look, Brandon, so you all about the fake news and the drama and all this stuff going on. What is all this stuff going on with Dak Prescott? The Twitter account talking about him by name, saying we could have won if he didn't
That was so bad.
self-inflicted. And then what made it worse was Micah Parsons talking about different things. Well, quarterbacks are on their rookie contract, so if a quarterback takes too much money. And then he's talking about our defense played this, and we gave up this. Is that fake news, or is that big-time storylines that can affect their season next year?
That's big time, man. It can affect them. I'm telling you, Parsons is a great player, but he needs to shut up.
Thank you. Yeah.
Just dude, Just dude, shut your mouth. And you know what I mean? You've been in the league 2 years. And you really ain't do that much this year for real, but you know.
I mean, he's up for Defensive Player of the Year. Pipe that down a little bit.
Yeah, but
well, you agree or not?
That list is some bullshit.
No, I agree. And also to add to it, Dak Prescott and his girl broke up yesterday. So I mean, just
you see his new one though.
It happened before, yeah. It did happen before.
I feel bad for Dak because Mississippi State and all that, but like, be a better quarterback in a clutch situation. Stop being such a pussy and throw the fucking ball. I mean,
he did throw the ball the wrong way.
Throw the wrong team. Yeah.
Here's my thing. I'm with both of y'all. I'm with both of y'all, especially with Brandon with Parsons. I would have never expected this from Micah Parsons. Diggs, yeah, but not Parsons. So this threw me out of the loop.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sitting there looking at the game, and I looked at the box score, and I saw you had one tackle in the whole game. One. You talking about this and that and this and that. Make a play, Parsons. Make a play. And you talking trash. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? What you think you signed up for? To plant flowers? Make a play.
Exactly.
Remember that swole? Plant flowers? So, So the biggest thing on the offseason, swole, we look at it. We got Dalton Schultz. We got Zeke talking about trying to take less money. Pollard coming off the injury. Noah Brown on offense. On defense, you got Anthony Barr. You got Anthony Brown, Van Der Esch, and whoever else you want to get. What is bigger for them to do? Address their offensive free agents or their defensive free agents? Which way you going?
Well, the only thing they really have going for them right now is that defense. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. If they re-sign anybody on that offense, they're dumb as shit. They need to keep that defense together, maybe even add to it.
Ooh.
And just let those offensive players go. I mean, Jesus Christ, start again. Scrap Dak, scrap Zeke.
Scrap Dak?
And try and you have to. You have to scrap Dak. Scrap him.
So if you scrap Dak, Swole,
you have to.
What are you going to pick up? Because you don't want to address the offense. You want all to be defense. Now you want to get rid of Dak and get a
I'll tell you where you need to go. You ready for this?
With no weapons.
Sign Colin Kaepernick to a one.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, check my blood pressure right now.
Yo, you can at least say Baker Mayfield, dude. You said...
No. Honestly.
You could have said Ryan Leaf and out of fucking
Bring over Jimmy Garoppolo for a year. Bring over Jimmy G. Get some consistency in that fucking offense, and then pick somebody coming into the draft. But Jesus Christ, scrap Dak, scrap Zeke, start over. It's awful. It's awful football what we're seeing.
We're talking about awful football, and they weren't this close to beating the 49ers and going to the NFC Championship game. What do you think, Brandon?
You can't get rid of Dak or Zeke at this point. You need to get a head coach in there and an offensive coordinator knows what the fuck they're doing.
But their offensive coordinator is very overrated.
You're going to keep having this, man.
So speaking of the head coach,
terrible.
Brandon,
I don't see how he's still an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, why is he getting head coaching job offers? What do you mean? This dude sucks. He sucks. Anyway, speaking of head coaching, so McCarthy's talking about.
Say sucks, but
I mean, not sucks, but I mean to get to that elite level. To get to that elite level.
Yeah.
So Mike McCarthy said Jerry Jones wants him to keep coaching as long as Tom Landry, which he would have to be 85 years old. Is that fake news or big time storyline, Flo?
That's fake news.
Fake news. Why is that?
Mike McCarthy needs to retire in 5 years, dude.
But he's not going to. He's not going to, though. The problem is Jerry Jones will never get a coach to get more credit than him.
And get his blood pressure checked or some shit. That dude, he needs to relax.
How long did Jerry Jones keep the clap? Jason Garrett. He's going to keep him and be irrelevant. Instead of swallowing his pride, paying $25 million, getting Sean Payton to fix that and try to win the Super Bowl. But he won't do it.
Yeah.
Just like him firing Jimmy Johnson. He won't do it. It has to be about him being the guy to make the Dallas Cowboys win. And that's the problem. That's the problem. So let's get to other prima donna players. Prima donna people. Oh, no, before we do that. The four teams, Brandon. Jaguars, Giants, Bills, and Dallas. Which one of those four has the best chance to go further next year?
Yeah, I'm going to say Buffalo.
Hold on, you just don't, John. Why is that?
We did.
I mean, they can still go. I didn't say he was terrible. He's the third best quarterback in football.
We did not
why is
dog
that?
him, Terrell.
But you say the Jets are coming, the Dolphins are coming, and Swole Daddy's got Bill O'Brien, so they're coming.
Well, we almost beat them with a third stringer, man. So I mean, we coming, man. Because man, I mean, they got the better talent. Out of all of them, they got the best quarterback.
So it's the quarterback. You agree, Swole? You think it's the Bills?
Man, my head says the Bills, but my heart wants the Jags to go further. I would love to see. I'd love to see football Jesus make it to the AFC Championship, and I think they might have a shot because of that defense. And if Trevor's just Mr. Consistency next season, we'll see them there. But until we see that, I begrudgingly need to back Josh Allen. Not that I'm talking shit.
Damn it. Swole, you were this close to winning the debate. You were still that close. The answer is the Jaguars. Why is that? Because look at the division they're in. Ryan Tannehill probably won't be there.
They're going to win the division next year. They're going to win it.
Suspect. The Texans got the number 2 pick in the draft. They don't have a coach. They don't have nothing. They don't know what's going on. And then the Colts don't have They don't have nothing over there. It's the Jaguars. They have a better chance to go further because they're going to be a year later, experience, winning the division, the coach, Trevor Lawrence. Jaguars is the team. Let's get to something else now. Y'all ready for prima donnas? Prima donnas. Aaron Rodgers. Your boy Swole Daddy.
Come on.
Your boy Swole Daddy. Let me ask you a question. He flip-flops more than Tommy does in every debate. Flip-flops more. One time he talks on the show, I think he's going to stay. Next time he talks on the show, I think he wants to stay. So tell me why, Swole Daddy, it's best for Aaron Rodgers just to be like, I want to go separate ways. Tell me why that's the best situation.
Well, first of all, he's still the most overrated player in football today. Let's just get that out the way. I think it'd be profitable for him to go to a Jets or
we ain't got to get to the team yet. Just tell me if he should go.
Absolutely. I mean, there's too much drama there. He's still yelling at people. All he's doing is attention seeking. He hasn't done shit there in fucking 6 years. Just leave. Just leave and become irrelevant and die in dusty closet like fucking every quarterback from your era is doing. Just go.
Damn, every quarterback in this era?
Yeah.
That includes your fucking boy Tom Brady.
Irrelevant again. I mean, fucking... Yeah, I love Tom Brady, but I'm saying he's irrelevant. Mike Ryan's starting to get crusty. Flacco's retiring.
That motherfucker got the big crust.
I mean...
All right, on the other side, Brandon, on the other side. What do you think Green Bay should be thinking? Should they say, I want Rodgers to go away, exercise the 5th-year option on Jordan Love, and use that extra money to enhance their defense or whatever? Or do you think we should go Rodgers again because the NFC is weak? We got a chance to win. Which way do you think they should go for the organization standpoint? Because they're going to eat $50 million either way.
The organization, they need to go ahead and try to get 2 firsts and something out of them, man.
Do you believe in Jordan Love?
Yeah, trade that motherfucker.
What about Jordan Love? 5th-year option.
No, but you gotta
see, right?
I let him play this year, so he plays, man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Swole Daddy. I got it. Just got a new offensive coordinator. Yeah, I don't know. Swole Daddy, y'all got a new offensive coordinator. Y'all got a new offensive coordinator, Swole Daddy. We're not going to talk about him. Don't worry about it because your team is irrelevant. We're going to talk about the Jets getting a new offensive coordinator. which is Nathaniel Hackett. Booty juice as a head coach. I'm talking about, when I say booty juice, I mean I'm talking about diarrhea, eating chili all night with jalapenos in it with extra hot sauce juice. That's how bad he was.
Okay.
The Jets just took him. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Is that the Jets said that's not because we want to get Aaron Rodgers? Is that fake news or big time storyline?
Oh man, I think with Nathaniel Hackett there, I think that they have a definite chance of getting Aaron Rodgers.
So it's big time storyline?
I'm gonna call it a medium.
No, we didn't say that. I said
big.
fake news or big time storyline.
I think they'll make a move.
Big time storyline?
Well, I'm choosing another option, Terrell.
Say big time storyline.
I'm gonna say
medium sized storyline.
Sure, whatever. Yeah. Medium sized storyline.
There you go. So he might go to that team. We'll see. So Brandon, in your opinion, the Raiders got Devontae Adams. He has a rapport with Aaron Rodgers. The Jets, obviously, with Nathaniel Hackett. Or coming back with Green Bay because he did get some stuff with the young receivers there. Or is there another option? Tell me why the other option is the best choice. Tell me why.
The other option is another team to go to, you're talking about?
Or retiring.
No, it's not retiring. I don't think other option is the best. I think one of those teams is the best option.
Which one?
The Jets.
The Jets. Because of the receivers and the defense and the offensive coordinator? You agree, Swole?
I mean, they're missing one thing. And that's a quarterback. That's half decent.
Yep.
You agree, Swole? Yep. Let me tell y'all both why y'all are wrong. Let me tell you why y'all wrong.
Well,
okay?
First of all,
he had young receivers in Green Bay.
Second of all, I could see him going to Vegas.
Not like this.
So I said Vegas. I said the Raiders with Devontae.
Yeah, I could see him going to Vegas. I could also see him maybe going to Indianapolis or Atlanta.
You're wrong. And if I was...
Hackett was hired just to get him.
Listen, y'all all wrong. Okay, you're wrong. Hackett got hired in Denver because Denver thought they were going to get him too. And then they had to deal with the Family Dollar version and Russell Wilson. And you saw how that worked out. You got a great value quarterback.
That's right.
This is a real quarterback. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers needs to go to the Tennessee Titans. They have a great coach, top 5, I would think. The defense is there. You have a stud running back. And your division is weak. We already talked about how weak the division is. The Tennessee Titans. Why not Tennessee?
I just don't think they're going to be trying to get him. I mean,
why not? Yeah. You already broke down Malik Willis. You already told him his ass ain't good enough. You got some practice squad quarterback playing in the game to get you to the playoffs. You can't hurt his feelings no more. Go ahead and bring him in. I'm just saying.
I see Trey Lance or somebody like that going there.
Ooh, we gonna get to that. All right, so Sean Payton. Sean Payton is still available. Why is that, Brandon? Why is he still available? Is he waiting for a certain job, or is other people not willing to pay him that $20 million a year?
I think it's a bit of both. I think he wanted a certain job.
Is it Dallas or the Chargers?
And I don't think it's available. Yeah, I think it was the Chargers most likely. It should be available, but it's not.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I just don't think anybody's giving up a first round or 2 first rounders to hire him.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So it's the price of him. It's the price?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to stick with Brandon real quick 100%. Just because he's got a sore topic about these issues real quick. So then I'm going to come back to you, Swole Daddy. So the Panthers just hired Frank Reich. Right? Yeah. Steve Wilkes, who I've been adamantly saying he should be the fucking coach. He got screwed in the Cardinals, and now he's getting screwed again. They were 1-4. Yeah. They were 6-6. They were right there to win a division. All the players vouched for him to be the coach. So, you tell me, is it better that they got Frank Wright, or should they have went with Steve Wilkes? Is this
I don't know. I mean,
Frank Wright's
not a bad. Frank Wright's not a bad coach. I mean, he's won a playoff game. He has a pretty good record in a couple years. So
the reason why I'm asking
he's
is
offensive minded as opposed.
The reason why I'm asking if it's fake news or big time storylines, because like your boy Flores, the lawyers want to get involved in it because of the race. They want to say
they want to pull the race card.
They want to say that because he's black, he didn't get in, or NFL's got a problem. Yeah. And I am one that says the NFL does have a problem. But in this case, and I love Steve Wilkes, I think the Patriots got it right because their defense is young and ready to go. Their problem is they can't get a quarterback to score and do things for him. So in this case, I'm all about the hire, but everybody else is going to jump on that whole race thing because there's only one African American coach. Well, your boy Brandon says he's half, like Tiger. He's half. So we got 1.5 African.
But he doesn't say that. Everybody else does. I mean,
he said I am a multi-race guy.
I think it's the whole league should just stop talking about race. The dumbass Rooney Rule, all that. So.
But see, that's easy. That's easy to say. But when you actually look at it and see 85% of the players are black and the rest of them ain't, and 85% of the GMs and owner, not even owner, 85% of the GMs.
But the white players should be bad, right? There are more white players in the fucking.
In what? Where? There's more white players. In what league? In the punters league? You talking about being punters and kickers?
Yeah. Well, why are we drafting more white people?
Yeah, we need to draft the white players.
Where are the white women at?
Well, white folks say where the white women at.
Where are the white women at?
So, look, I think there is a problem with the whole situation. But in this case, the Panthers did the right thing. They got it right. Wilkes, I think he's done a job somewhere else, either as a coordinator or whatever. But I am taking the side of them picking this coach because I think it fits their system better to do what their team needs them to do. So I just wanted to put that out there. I didn't want people to think that I was against anybody not hiring minority coaches. Because I think they did it right this time. All right, Swole Daddy. Gronk said that Brady's coming back better than ever next year. Is that fake news or big time storyline?
That's fake news, man. I said earlier in this podcast, but I'll say it now in a less aggressive matter. I mean, Brady's just getting too old, man. He got made to look so old in that playoff game.
Did he lead the league in throwing yards or something again this year? Did he lead the league in passing yards?
But I'm telling you, when it matters, which is postseason.
Is it a team game? Is football a team game? This is not the NBA.
Yeah.
It's a team game. Because you know what I tell you? Because Brady can tell you right now it's a team game. Because his team had a third-string quarterback. It almost put a ginormous upset.
You asked me about Tom Brady.
Right.
And in terms of Tom Brady, he looks old. He looks behind. He looks like he's not as strong. I think it's his time to bow out. He's not going to make it to another Super Bowl. He won't win another playoff game. He might win the division again next year. It's time. It's time to go, Tom. Hang your hat high and leave.
Hey, Max Kellerman, didn't we say this after the Falcons blew the Super Bowl? When Tom Brady had a horrible Super Bowl, we were like, it's time for you to hang it up. And then he went and joined the Tampa Bay and won another Super Bowl, and we're like, damn, we were wrong again.
I didn't say that.
You would never say that, right?
I never said that. But right now, you're asking me about right now. Tom Brady, I love you. Bow out.
Okay, that's fair. All right, let's get to the awards real quick because I want to really get to the next show because that's going to be really serious. So, comeback player of the year. Comeback player of the year. Me and Brandon, I think we're on the same page with this. So, I'm going to ask you, Swole Daddy. The nominations were Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, and Geno Smith. This or that, which one you take?
Geno.
Why is that?
Man, that dude has been on the bench for a fucking decade. He deserves it. He is the best comeback player of the year we've ever seen. God damn it. He owns the record. He's beaten Russell Wilson's records. Come on.
Brandon, would you say he had the most touchdowns passing or something? In the NFC or something?
I think he had high completion percentage. In the league.
Season.
So I think we're all in agreement with Geno. Right? We think it should be Geno. Tommy still thinks Saquon Barkley, whatever. All right, so let's get to a real one. Offensive Player of the Year, Brandon. Offensive Player of the Year. Justin Jefferson's there. Jalen Hurts is there. Patrick Mahomes is there. We know how great they are. But my question is, tell me why Tyreek Hill didn't get on the list.
Tyreek Hill is not in there.
He's not on the list.
He is in there.
No, he ain't. For Offensive Player of the Year, he's not.
I don't know.
Why is he not there?
I thought he was. I don't know.
What happened?
The NFL Miami hate, man. Y'all think it's bullshit. It's real.
They trying to eliminate my.
It's real.
Don't talk about Miami. It's a weird shit. We were talking about him a few weeks back, like, yo, he's leading the league and doing all these things. Da, 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 da. Now it's like, ain't nobody saying it. It's some weird shit. All right. Defensive Player of the Year, Swole Daddy. Your boy for the Patriots didn't even make the list, which I think he should have been a part of it because I think the Patriots defense was good enough to have somebody there. It was Nick Bosa, sorry.
Yeah.
Nick Bosa, Chris Jones, and Parsons. But here's my question, though. We know those three are elite. Tell me why none of the Eagles, who had 4 players with 10-plus sacks, first time ever in history, never have anybody even nominated.
That's that Eagles hate on the No, I feel like my boy Darius Slay Jr. in the backfield for the Eagles deserves a little recognition. That man was an island this year. He was a shut down player this year.
Didn't he get hurt part of the year?
I feel like he. What?
Didn't he get hurt part of the year? Like Gardner, somebody was leading the league in picks. Did you pick the wrong quarterback?
What are you talking about?
For the Eagles.
Pick the wrong quarterback.
Didn't Slay get hurt part of the year?
Darius Slay is the most elite cornerback for the Eagles. He's elite.
The other dude was leading the league in interceptions.
It's crazy that you can have. It's crazy that you can have 4 people with double-digit sack numbers and not have a single name on that list. That's ludicrous to me. That's
why I asked the question, dude. That's why I'm the host asking the questions. You don't have to repeat my shit like you're a parakeet on my shoulder. That's why I asked the question.
I'm not a parakeet. I'm a parrot. Difference.
All right. Here we go, Brandon. Coach of the Year. I don't know why your boy did not get mentioned. And I don't know why Swole Daddy's coach did not get mentioned either, because I think both y'all coaches should have been up there, because I think both y'all coaches did a damn good job with what y'all were dealt with. But the coach, we got Daboll, we got Peterson for the Eagles, and then we got Shanahan for the 49ers. Tell me why Andy Reid didn't get no love on that list either. Nope.
I don't know. It's a tough award because there's a lot of coaches you can give it to.
That's true.
Belichick did great.
You mean Doug Peterson for the Jags?
No, I said Belichick did great.
No, I'm talking about Terrell. Isn't Doug Peterson with the Jags?
It's Daboll, Peterson, and Shanahan.
Yeah.
That's the top. That's the 3 finals.
Peterson deserves it, honestly, taking that fucking raggedy-ass team to the playoffs. Jesus Christ.
I like it,
you
too.
You could have put Pete Carroll on there. You could have put the boys in the Vikings on there. I mean.
There you go. Yeah. Brandon, I'm with you right there 100%. Pete Carroll, because I know I did. I thought the Seahawks were going to be the worst team in football. And then Peter, like you said, Swole, Peterson with the Jaguars. They were the worst team in football last year, weren't they? So all these awards are kind of suspect.
1-6.
Yeah. But when we get to the big award, you get to the big award, the finalists MVP, Jalen Hurts, Justin Jefferson, Mahomes, Josh Allen, who y'all hate now, and Joe Burrow. Brandon, tell me why a defensive player never gets involved in this. It's kind of like the Heisman.
It's a
Charles Woodson
quarterback
is
award, man.
Charles
It's a
Woodson is
quarterback
an exception.
award.
It's the prettiest girl at the prom award. That's what it is.
Okay.
It's a quarterback award, and I wish they would be definitive on what the award means.
Yes.
Because is it the best player, or is it the player who is most valuable to their team?
Yes,
Yeah.
Brandon.
Different awards.
Yes. That's what,
Yep, 100%.
that's some goat talk right there.
Hurts being the MVP,
Yeah.
That's some goat talk right there.
and Mahomes the best player, whatever.
Yeah. I'm 100% with you, Brandon.
Yeah.
Mahomes is the best player in the league.
But Hurts
But Jalen
MVP.
Hurts is the most valuable player to the
Who is? Hold on. Who is?
to any team.
Who's the MVP? You said Swole?
Hurts is most valuable to his team.
Hurts is the most valuable. Patrick is the best player.
But y'all just talked about Chad Henne going 90-some yards all the way down the field because it was a system situation.
Oh,
so how much
oh
MVP
my
is he
God.
then? Y'all said that, not me.
Yeah,
Y'all
he
did.
doesn't miss games.
That's what we're saying. Mahomes is the best player.
Hurts is not going to win because he missed games. So
The Eagles won
Right.
games when he missed games. I saw last year, I saw Chad Henne win a playoff game when Patrick Mahomes got hurt. And like y'all said, he went 90-some yards with Chad Henne.
But Mahomes is still the best player in football right now. That's what
But
we're saying.
Brandon said most valuable to his team.
to their team, I think it's Jalen Hurts.
It's Jalen Hurts.
I'm not arguing with you. I just wanted to see what y'all thought about it. That's what we did this for.
You are arguing.
That's what we
You're
did this
not
for.
Stephen A.
So
Smith
look,
over there in
we
your
got.
fucking
I got
corner.
3 questions left to push us to this next episode because I can't wait for Sunday, yo. I don't have a dog in the fight, but I think these gonna be some big ass games. It's gonna be fun to watch. Fun to watch.
Holy shit.
As long as the Eagles don't win, I'll be happy as shit. All right. So, in your opinion, Swole, 4 teams left. What would be your best Super Bowl matchup out of the 4? Which one? If you could pick the best Super Bowl game out of those 4 teams, what would it be and why?
I'm going to start with the Eagles. And not because I picked them. Let's just get that out of the way. And not because I picked them. But I think I think it's unfair to expect the same Brock Purdy we've seen in the Super Bowl. I think the lights get too big eventually. So give me a seasoned QB that's been in college national championships, that's been in Heisman.
Hold on, who lost and
I
lost
think
his
the lights are
job?
never too big for
Who
Jalen.
lost and lost his job?
And then went and got it back at Oklahoma and still was almost a
I mean,
Heisman
Oklahoma,
winner.
everybody
Yeah,
goes to
okay,
Oklahoma and
shut
does
the
some
fuck up.
shit. I mean, what the
Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. College
That's
football
why
in the NFL.
Oklahoma.
Anyway, so I don't think the lights will ever be too big for Jalen Hurts ever again. Give me a seasoned QB in Jalen, and then give me Joe Shiesty. Give me the fucking man of the hour.
Really? That's your best matchup.
Top-tier quarterbacks.
I like it. That's interesting. I didn't think you were going to go that way.
Give it to
I
me,
like
baby.
that. What do you think, Brandon? What would be your big time storyline Super Bowl matchup if you could pick one?
That's the exact Super Bowl. The same teams.
Bengals and Eagles. I like it.
I think it's just 2 exciting teams, both with a lot of firepower, and
That QB matchup is just.
they both have 2.
Hold on. Let's Swole, Daddy. Stop. Swole. Stop with the Jalen Hurts and sucking dick, okay? Stop. That's not the biggest exciting matchup. It would be the wide receivers. It would be Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown versus Higgins and Jamar Chase.
You have an SEC Heisman winner versus an SEC, 2 national champions just fucking going back at it against each other.
What were you going to say?
in
Heisman
fucking
Trophy winner.
NFL football.
I mean,
Just
I'm not
fire.
arguing with you. I'm not saying you're right or wrong.
Fuego.
I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm not saying you're right or wrong at
No
all.
one's sucking dick though, Terrell.
Plus, I hate the other 2 teams more. So
See, that's why I wanted it to be 49ers versus
No one's
Bengals.
sucking dick.
All right, next one. Listen to this real quick. Which QB out of the 4 not needs it the most, not no pressure, who could gain the most by winning the Super Bowl? Who is it, Brandon? Which one of the four gains the most by winning the Super Bowl, and why?
That's a tough one. I'm going to say right now, Joe Burrow.
Why is that?
Because it's his, what is it, third year, right? It's his third
No,
year.
he's going to get his contract next
Second
year.
Super Bowl.
It's
Second Super Bowl, he would be a Super Bowl winner and own Patrick Mahomes. Like, this, it's my conference.
I like that answer. Go ahead, Swole. Who do you think has the more to gain by winning the Super Bowl?
I didn't pick him to get there, but if Brock Purdy wins this Super Bowl, he has the Niners job.
I like that too. So we look at the Niners. If Brock Purdy wins the Super Bowl, how do you take the starting job away from him? Joe Burrow, if he wins the Super Bowl,
You can't.
you're 4-0. First of all, you're 4-0 against Patrick Mahomes, who's supposed to be our Tom Brady era. And you got a ring, and you got a loss in the Super Bowl, just like Patrick Mahomes. And then you look at Jalen Hurts. I'm surprised nobody said Jalen Hurts. He was not a first-round pick.
Man,
This is his contract year. This is his contract year. If he wins, he could become the highest-paid player. Well, who knows? And then we look at Patrick Mahomes. 5 straight AFC Championship games at home, and you only got 1 ring. If you can finally get 2, now you're above a bunch of players. You're above Rodgers. You're above Peyton Manning. You're above a lot of players climbing that ladder to get to Tom Brady. So it's tough. I'm not picking either one of them, but I can give you a case for all 4 of them. That's what makes these games on Sunday go, dang. That's what makes it so fun, because all 4 of them are going to rewrite history, and we're going to be like, dang, I remember watching that dude. Imagine if he'd have won. Imagine if Robert Ory didn't hit that 3 against everybody Robert Ory hit the 3s against. You know what I'm saying? It changes the history of sports. Yeah, I said it. When Robert Ory hit it against the Spurs. No, that was Derek Fisher. Anyway, last question real quick before we get to the... Oh, my God, I can't wait for that. So now they're talking about making a rule that the AFC and NFC championship games will be at a neutral site. Obviously, it's all about money grabs. Do y'all like that idea or not, Swole? Do you think that has some validity to it? Or is this just fake news?
I don't like the idea of a neutral site. I don't. I can't back it. I like a hostile crowd. I like jitters. I like big, bright lights. Do not bring a neutral site into professional sports. I don't like it until it's the championship game.
The SEC championship games in Atlanta, that's a neutral site.
That's what I'm saying. Until it's a championship game.
It's an AFC and NFC championship game.
So you don't have to get a 1 seed then. Why are you working hard to get a 1 seed if you're not going to be at home?
Yeah. It takes
Good
the value
question.
out of 1 seed.
Good question, Brandon, and I'll answer that for you because I thought about all these scenarios. You fight for that 1 seed. Why? To get rest, to get a bye, just like you would in fantasy football. I want that number 1 seed, so I ain't got to play a week. So if I, you know what I mean? Here's my thing about it. I understand the competitive nature, getting that number 1 seed, having your home crowd cheering for you. But I also look at the other side as we don't play the exact same teams each. These 2 teams don't play the exact same schedule. So somebody's schedule might be weaker than others. San Francisco's division is horrible. The Eagles division, every team almost made the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? So in those kind of situations, I kind of look at it like
the Dolphins in the wrong division. We should be in the warm weather.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That's why you would want a neutral site game.
Football.
Either way, it'll be fun. I don't care either way because my team will never make it to the championship game, so it doesn't matter.
No, we won't either.
They won't. Your team sucks so bad. They're awful.
You're right, bro. You're right. You're right. And it all starts at the top with our scumbag owner. You're exactly right. Who was in the same massage parlor as your owner, getting rubbed down and getting raided by the police.
I was going to say, my owner's not any better than you.
All 3 of our owners are scumbags.
We're scum in the same boat.
Rellism Sports Talk, episode 153, part 1. We got the Swole Daddy and we got the GOAT. Producer in the house. New format. We can jump right back into it, part 2. All about the 2 games. It's going to be crazy because both of these guys want the Eagles. I want the 49ers, but I might have to just give in. Thank y'all for watching. 153, part 1. Rest in paradise. Pastor Blakey. All right, fellas, we'll be right back.